Today I'm going to talk about how to copy extra files into a Unity build. For example, when you have a PDF manual that you want to include with your build, and Unity doesn't naturally include that sort of thing. First we'll start by creating a C# script called post build file copy, and then we'll open that up in Visual Studio. It's important to create this file in a subfolder called Editor because there's some magic that Unity does in the process of building to distinguish whether something is game code or editor-only code. Once we've created this file, open it up in Visual Studio. The first thing we do is add a using UnityEditor.Build. And that gives us the ability to use an interface called iPostProcessBuildWithReport. That's a mouthful, but that is how we get Unity to do things when a build finishes. And when you inherit from that interface, it's automatic that it is run when a build finishes. We have to create an onPostProcessBuild function in order to do any extra things. So I'm going to create this function and get the path of the build and then add the file name that we want to copy on the end of that. And then call a function to actually physically do the copy. And then I will log a bit of information so we can see that the task ran on the console. So now that I have the code written, it looks like there's red squigglies still under the iPostProcessBuildWithReport interface. So let me just see here. So postProcessBuild, the second P is not capitalized, so postprocess is considered all one word. We also have to implement the get for callback order. I've never used that for anything, but apparently it's something that Unity uses so that you can change the order in which different post-process scripts will run. So if something has to run before or after another, it's a method you could use. You might also notice that the editor has automatically added references to UnityEditor.Build.Reporting and System.io. If you're using something like Visual Studio Code that might not do that automatically, you'll have to add those extra using statements at the top of the file. So now that we have all of this code written, we can save it and then go back to Unity to run a build. This example project I'm using takes a few minutes to finish a build, so I'm going to cut that out so you don't have to see the whole process. But if it runs successfully, you should be able to look at the console and see the line that we logged. English language manual copied to build, and there we see it. And then if we open up the build folder that we built to, you'll also see that PDF file that we copied there, manual_en.pdf. And you can expand that to do all kinds of extra things in that code. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.